in what ways do you see cosplay growing throughout this next decade?
I see it. Well, it's already happening already, but I definitely see it already with social media, like whether it's Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. Even if you've been never been to a convention in your life, if you have like, I feel like any social media platform and you get creative and you put your stuff out there, I feel like you definitely can gain, that attention, like of like people will like discover you and like your content, and like I definitely feel like more people can be encouraged to do cosplay on social media, because I know not everyone can like afford to go to a convention at times or take off of work or whatever the case is. So I feel like when you have social media like TikTok or any of that other stuff, I feel like it's easier to get yourself out there. And so, because unlike a convention where you have to, take time off or take the time out of like your life to go to it and do all these photos and all that stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but not everyone, has the time for it.
For some cosplayers, I wonder what they do because they're flying out to all of these different conventions. They're attending conventions as guests, as panelists, or they're just going because they want to go. And I love that. Like everyone
Yeah.
has their hobby, but cosplay is unfortunately one of those hobbies where you want to go to a convention, but it's going to cost you a lot of money and time and energy. But like you were saying, the fact that we have platforms that make it so you can still cosplay, but in a different aspect and still enjoy the hobby and still get the recognition that cosplayers generally want for the work that they put into their costumes. That's great. Like, would you say the playing field is more even now than compared to the days of Yaya Han and Jessica Nigri making it at all of those big conventions?
I feel like definitely throughout the years, I haven't been cosplaying the longest, obviously, but I've been seeing more of over the years at least that I've been seeing like whether it's my friends being guests at like conventions, whether it's the small or big, or them selling like prints or whatever the case is. I think in recent years it's gotten better in terms of like it doesn't have to always be like, not that there's anything wrong with it, like whether it's just Jessica Nigri or Yaya Han, like it's also other cosplayers too, like getting like certain attention, which is awesome. I mean, is there always going to be like that, like, when you hear their names, of course, it's one of those things where it's like, you automatic, if you're in the cosplay community, you automatically kind of like know who they are. And of course, there's always going to be that. But at the same time, I feel like it's definitely like, depending on the convention, they've given like cosplayers like a chance to, like gain attention for their creations or whatever the case is. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait to see what else comes out of this scene, right? Like there's so many more opportunities made available for so many more people. It's only a matter of time. I am looking forward to that change.
Definitely.